Hello everyone, it's me, Miss A, and I'm back with another video where we're just sitting down and chatting and sharing some thoughts. So as you can see, I have some pigtails in right now and some cute butterfly earrings because I'm feeling very nostalgic. I've been thinking about my childhood a lot, like the days I was in primary school and all the memories that I had from back then, and just how life was just like so simple. So obviously I'm getting older, I'm growing up, I'm going through certain changes. Like I'm literally in a waiting room right now. I'm waiting for the next episode of the series and I'm feeling weirdly optimistic about the future. Now I say weirdly optimistic because I never really wanted to grow up. Like, especially around this time last year, I was like, can time please slow down? I'm not ready to finish school. I'm not ready to step into the adult world. You could say I had Peter Pan syndrome or Patricia Pan syndrome, if you will. And I feel like that's because, as you grow up and you become an adult or you increase your consciousness and you're aware of more things, you see, like in this life, like dramaturgy is a very big thing. When you become an adult, there are different faces that you now start wearing and you start code switching. And in a sense, you kind of have to tone down certain aspects of yourself to be a member of society. Now, don't get me wrong, code switching is healthy. It's important. It's not normal to act the same in every social situation. Like it's not normal. For some reason, I always associated adulthood with like boredom. You kind of have to lose your personality in some regard, and I see myself as a very playful individual. Like I love to have a key. And it doesn't take much to amuse me. So I've always felt like growing up meant that I had to lose this part of myself. But I'm realizing that is not true, and that the mysterious nature of the future is something that I can look at with intrigue and desire and excitement, just like how a child looks at growing up with the same feelings, being excited. When we were younger, we all wanted to grow up, right? And I'm kind of trying to tap back into that space, and it's been doing wonders for me. A child's life is really determined by their imagination. Their world relies on their imagination heavily, and that's why they can live so simply. A child can be in any type of situation, and it might not always be favorable, but you'll still find that they're resourceful. They start coming up with their own games, their own songs. They can find humor and all types of things, and they're just so pure. They're so pure, and I feel like as we get older, we become unnecessarily impure. Like when you think about some of the things that happens in this world, like you ask yourself, do we really have to be like that? Like, is this necessary? Now, one thing about me, I don't live in a vacuum, okay? So all the trends that happen on social media and everything like that, even if I don't actively participate in those trends, but by virtue of observing and seeing, I start to take in certain information and I start to think, yeah, like maybe that is true and stuff like that. And one thing with me has been like this whole dark femininity trend. Listen, no judgment. But I feel like as we step into the age of Aquarius and everything like that, groupthink is gonna become so prominent. Like groupthink is gonna be such a huge issue. And sometimes, I don't know, I don't think it's always a bad thing. I think everything's a lot more nuanced than that. But my personal experience with this whole like dark femininity trend has been feeling like I'm not a woman, or I can't be a woman because of my personality. Being mysterious and dress like this and talk like this. For some reason, I feel like, I'm not equipped to be a woman. If it means I have to be like this, I'm not equipped. I'm gonna be a girl forever. Everyone has personality and character, and I just feel like this dark femininity thing is stripping people of their character. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. If it works for some people, it doesn't. Maybe I'm not getting something. But the point that I'm trying to make is, I feel like growing up means you have to kind of tweak certain things and reduce yourself in certain ways to get desired results. Reality is malleable, hey? you can literally be the architect of your own life. Like, obviously there are big social issues out there that can affect the way someone lives and the way we progress and so on and so forth. I'm not forgetting that, but I think within our own sphere and our own bubbles, we don't need those type of rules. We can still do things for ourselves, even if people say, oh, that's lame, that's corny, that's so childish, that's so what. Like, honestly, who made the rules? Who? And then people that are so scared to, live their lives and be free, are they really the people you want to look up to? Because a lot of the times they seem stressed to me. It's like those type of people that go to a party, they go to a party just to sit. Like, babes, like, really? Are you really enjoying yourself? I know some people just aren't open out there like that, so no judgment if you go to a party and you sit down and you genuinely enjoy, but like, I feel like there's no shame in being free. There's no shame in like dancing because you want to dance. There's no shame in singing because you want to sing. Maybe you want to color, maybe you want to play with some bubbles, maybe you want to be outside on the street playing soccer or whatever. Like, we can still create that space and our time for ourselves as we grow up. And yeah, obviously I haven't experienced much yet, so I won't say much, and I won't act as if I have things figured out. Like, the story is still unfolding, but the main takeaway is that the beauty of growing up is that we now have more autonomy over ourselves. The average person makes more decisions for themselves as they grow up. They become more responsible for their path and everything like that. And it doesn't have to be so scary. I do think there's a way we can find a balance to support the dreams and the goals that we had when we were children, and we still had that pureness to us. I do believe that I can still maintain a childlike essence and still be a responsible adult. I hope you were able to take something away from this very random video. I literally freestyled it because this is everything that's just coming from the heart. I didn't want to put too much structure and logic to it. I just wanted to be free. So yeah. If you made it this far, be sure to drop a comment. Make sure you like, and if you want to, you can subscribe. Bye guys.